everyone! Welcome back to my channel, Trash to Teach.
What if I told you that you could build a fully functioning IT and cybersecurity lab right now on the laptop you're already using for completely free? No extra hardware, no second computer, no subscription fees. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to do that using a free tool called VirtualBox. And by the end of this video, you'll have your first virtual machine up and running, ready to learn Linux, practice networking, or start your cybersecurity journey. I'm Trash to Teach, and let's get into it. Section 2. What is a home lab? First, what exactly is a home lab? A home lab is basically a safe, private environment where you can practice IT skills without any real-world consequences. You can install operating systems, break them, fix them, set up networks, simulate cyber attacks, all without touching your actual computer or risking any real data. Think of it like a flight simulator for pilots. You wouldn't put a student pilot in a real aircraft on day one. You put them in a simulator where they can crash, learn, and try again. That's exactly what a home lab does for IT and cybersecurity students. And the tool that makes this possible is called a hypervisor software that lets your computer pretend to be multiple computers at once. Today we're using VirtualBox, which is free, open source, and works on Windows, Mac, and Linux. Section 3. Why VirtualBox? Now, if you've watched my Hyper-V tutorial, you might be wondering, why VirtualBox instead of Hyper-V? Great question. Here's the difference. Hyper-V is built into Windows Pro and is excellent, but it's Windows only, and it can interfere with some other tools. VirtualBox works on any operating system. It's completely free, including for personal use, and it has a huge beginner-friendly community with tons of tutorials and support online. For someone just starting their home lab journey, VirtualBox is the easiest entry point. Once you're comfortable, you can absolutely expand to Hyper-V, VMware, or Proxmox. But today, we start here. Section 4. Downloading VirtualBox. All right, let's build this thing. Open your browser and go to virtualbox.org. Click the big blue download button. You'll see options for Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. Click whichever matches your operating system. I'm on Windows, so I'll click Windows Hosts. The file is about 100 megabytes, so it should download quickly. Once it's downloaded, run the installer. You'll get a few setup screens, just click Next, 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 and then Install. You might see a warning about network interfaces being temporarily reset. That's completely normal. Just click Yes and let it finish. And that's it. VirtualBox is installed. When it opens, you'll see the main manager window. It looks empty right now because we haven't created any virtual machines yet. Let's fix that. Section 5. Creating your first virtual machine. Click the blue New button in the top left. This is where we define our first virtual machine. First, give it a name. I'll call mine Ubuntu Lab. As soon as you type Ubuntu, VirtualBox is smart enough to automatically set the type to Linux and the version to Ubuntu 64-bit. Nice. Next, memory size. This is how much of your computer's RAM you're giving to the virtual machine. I'd recommend at least 2048 megabytes, that's 2 gigabytes. If your computer has 16 gigabytes of RAM, you can go up to 4096. The rule of thumb, never give your VM more than half your total RAM, so your real computer stays responsive. Next up, the virtual hard disk. Select Create a virtual hard disk now and click Create. On the next screen, keep VDI selected and click Next. Then choose Dynamically Allocated. This means the file on your computer only grows as you use space inside the VM rather than claiming all the space up front. Click Next. For size, 20 gigabytes is the minimum for Ubuntu. I'd recommend 25 to 30 to give yourself room to install software and practice. Click Create. Your VM now appears in the left panel. But if you hit Start right now, it would just boot to a black screen because we haven't given it an operating system yet. Let's do that next. Section 6. Installing Ubuntu inside VirtualBox. We need to download Ubuntu first. Go to ubuntu.com/download/desktop and grab the latest LTS version. LTS stands for long-term support, meaning it gets security updates for 5 years. Download the ISO file. It's about 5 gigabytes, so this might take a few minutes depending on your connection. While that downloads, go back to VirtualBox. Right-click your Ubuntu Lab machine and click Settings. Go to Storage. You'll see a CD icon that says Empty. Click it, then click the small disk icon on the right side and choose a disk file. Navigate to your downloaded Ubuntu ISO and select it. Click OK. Now when you start the VM, it'll boot from that ISO just like booting from a USB drive. Now double-click your VM to start it. It'll boot into the Ubuntu installer. Choose your language, click Install Ubuntu, choose Normal Installation, and then select Erase Disk and install Ubuntu. Don't worry, this only erases the virtual disk we just created, not your actual computer. Follow the prompts. Choose your time zone, create a username and password, and let the installation run. It usually takes about 10 to 15 minutes. When it's done, it'll ask you to restart. Click Restart Now, and just like that, you're running Ubuntu Linux inside a window on your Windows computer. That's your home lab, live and running. Section 7. Snapshots, your safety net. Now here's the feature that makes a home lab truly powerful, and most beginners skip it completely. Snapshots. A snapshot is a saved state of your virtual machine at a specific moment in time. If you break something, and you will, because that's how you learn, you can roll back to the snapshot and start fresh. It's like an undo button for your entire operating system. To take a snapshot, with your VM running, go to the machine menu and click Take Snapshot. Give it a name. I'll call this one Fresh Ubuntu Install. Click OK. Now go ahead and break things. Install software, modify system files, mess with configurations. If anything goes wrong, go to the Snapshots panel, right-click your snapshot, and click Restore. Your VM goes right back to that clean state. Instantly. Take a snapshot every time you reach a stable, working state. Before you install new software, before you change network settings, before you try anything risky, this single habit will save you hours of frustration. Section 8. What to do in your lab next. So you've got your home lab running. What now? Here are the best next steps depending on what you're learning. If you're studying for CompTIA A Plus or Linux Plus, spend time in your Ubuntu VM. Practice command line basics, file permissions, and package management. If you're going into cybersecurity, download a Kali Linux ISO and create a second VM. You'll have an attacker machine and a target machine on the same virtual network. That's a fully functional penetration testing lab. If you're learning networking, VirtualBox lets you set up internal networks between VMs. You can simulate a router, a server, and a client all on your laptop. The home lab is the place where IT knowledge stops being theoretical and starts being real. Every hour you spend in there is worth 10 hours of watching videos or reading textbooks. That's your free home lab built from scratch, running on your existing computer, ready for anything. If this helped you, hit subscribe. I post beginner tech tutorials every week on Trash2Teach. Drop a comment below telling me what you're planning to learn in your lab. I read every single one. And if you want to go deeper on Linux right after this, I've got a video on the first 10 things to do after installing Ubuntu. Link is on screen right now. See you in the next one.